Starting in 1890, services in the area, now known as Vernon, where the church is, were held in the dining hall of Edgeley Farm. Later, worship was conducted in the W.G. Cooper residence just west of where the church would eventually be created. Sir William Vernon, a cousin of local resident, donated 5 acres of land for the church and cemetery here. Constructed of local fieldstone, the nave was erected in 1898 to 1899, followed by the chancel 4 years later. Architecturally, the church reflects a Gothic revival influence. Interior has some interesting features that tie the church to friends and family in the local community and in England. The focal point is the altar, which was carved in a high church tradition. Some of the stained glass windows were dedicated to local pioneers of the Vernon district who had been laid to rest in the adjoining cemetery. Services were held fortnightly with the average attendance around 50 parishioners. 1907 to 1908, Qu'Appelle annual report indicates that Vernon was holding a Sunday school for children during the summer months. Reverend Sargent of St. Peter's Pro Cathedral looked after the congregation of Vernon from as early as 1893, and from 1913 curates from the nearby Pro Cathedral served the congregation. But the shortage of clergy during wartime led to the newly appointed Vicar of Qu'Appelle taking over that ministry permanently. Then, with the retirement of the long-serving Dyke Parker in 1936, Vernon was placed under the parish of Indian Head. Up to 2000, Vernon and Maclean were served from Indian Head. After that, priests from Regina and its own lay ministers continued to serve the congregation. And the congregation has several stories to tell about sponsorship of refugees. Stories of singing carols Christmas Eve for the residents of Qu'Appelle House during the pandemic. Stories of taking out food to people who were in financial difficulty, and stories about how they plant trees for every person that's baptized, and how once a year they go around the graves praying for all the people who are much loved and faithful members of the church who are now resting in peace.